up? What up? Yo, what up? I didn't know how to fade that out. I'm gonna figure it out. But welcome
Just
to the
gotta
Tim. What up, bro?
what's up, dog? What's up? I was gonna say
What
you
up,
gotta
man?
like take the sound and you gotta just go slowly, hit it down a couple, and then like down a
Ah,
couple
drag the
more, and
drag the
then down a
bar
couple
down.
more, and then till you fade
Yeah,
out. Don't do it too fast. You just gotta slowly click your way down.
gotcha. I'm still learning.
You'll
But
figure it out.
anyway,
What up, dog?
yeah, what up, brother? Welcome to the Tim and Breezy show once again. We're rocking it on this channel right now. We're gonna be swapping it out back and forth. Um, but yeah, straight from Central Ohio to Central Texas. Just kicking it like we do always. Just trying to get familiar with our platforms. We got new software kicking and new all this other bullshit we're learning. So, any of y'all coming in, thank you for coming in. And how you doing, Tim? What's up, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I just took a nice little nap. I was tired like a little child. And woke up to literally I thought I was in the Matrix or like in like some weird alternate universe. I woke up and it was Joe Biden doing his State of the Union, and it was just like
I missed it.
it
I
was
missed
a
the whole thing.
shit show, dude. I was like, what am I watching? Not just Biden, but just everybody. It looked like I was watching a bunch of aliens perform some sort of ritual. It was something else.
That's
It was something
hilarious.
else, man. How about yourself, bro? How you doing?
Man, dude, yeah, I was doing good, man. I woke up like super, man, like last 2 days I've had like these really massive headaches. Horrible, but I woke up super early. My kid had a dental appointment. I had to drop him off with Jen so she could run him to that. And then it was like 2 o'clock, something like that. So I came over here. I posted, I spent about 4 friggin' hours trying to post this story that I wrote back in 2004 on my YouTube channel. And just to see if that would gain anything. But my audio is all jacked up. So it took me an additional probably 3 hours to get my audio straight to where it sounded
Yeah.
normal on all platforms. But yeah, man. And then I was like, dude, well, the studio is up and running. It ain't sounding too bad, so let's try a live show.
It's funny that you hit me up because I was like, dude, I couldn't even. I was gonna do a show myself, right? And I was like, I couldn't even think right to even like put it all together because I was just tired. You know what I'm saying? And then like I was sitting there blazing one, listening to music. Like, man, it's late. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might because I just slept for 4 hours, 4.5 hours. That's like a night's sleep for me sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do. And
Dil
then you hit me up at the right time. So
yeah,
yeah, man.
dildo, man. I mean ditto. I mean dildo. I mean ditto. But yeah, nah, last night, man, it was like my night off. And usually, man, I'll keep drinking till the sun comes up. But uh I was on the couch, man. I was watching Barton Unley's podcast and a couple other cats podcasts, and I just ended up passing out on the couch at like probably like 1 o'clock or something. And I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and I was like, "Well, Breezy, you got two choices. You either jump up and start drinking again, or take your ass to bed." So
What'd you choose?
I took my ass to bed, dude. And then I was up
Fucking
by
thought
like 8.
otherwise.
Yeah, I was up. No, actually, I was up at like 6:30. I woke up at like 6:30, and I was
Damn.
like, "All right, yeah, I'm up. I can't sleep no more because same here. Like if I'm not wasted, I won't go to. I won't sleep for more than like 4 hours or something like that. So I was like, all right, and caught up on some YouTube stuff and um, just pretty much hung out on the couch all day until it was time for me to get up and do something.
Oh, dude, I had an eventful day. Like, I don't think you understand. For anybody that knows me, like Team Tim, okay, I for one thing, I can't make a freaking decision if you like, bro. If you put like an eighth of blueberry and an eighth of lemon in front of me and say you get to choose one, you might put me through a fucking coronary, dude, because I can't make a decision. Like I literally, it gets to the point where I just will be like, I don't want either one, or I'll
Right,
just get
right.
both. Like I go into just, I can't decide. I have money to get one. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go get money and buy another one, get them both because I can't decide. So, anyways, I go to the doctors today, and they're doing this like I don't know, valuation test thing. Bro, 350 questions that were yes and no, and they were all like, there was no real answer. It was like questions like, do you like people? It's like,
Subjective questions. I hate
yeah,
that
it's like, hold
shit.
on, dude. Do I like people? Well, no. Here's
Yeah.
one of the questions. Do you feel like you're being poisoned? I literally was like, ugh. 'Cause I'm like, well, and I called the lady and I'm like, what do you mean by being poisoned? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in the
Right.
back of my head, I'm like, I do feel like I'm being poisoned. Like, I do feel like they're poisoning my food and we're being poisoned in the air. Truly
Right.
do. But I don't feel like there's some lady following me around with bleach putting it in my
Right. Right.
food, if
Right.
that's
Right.
what
Right.
you're
Yeah.
asking me, you know what I'm saying? But it was like that type of thought, and like she's like, don't put any thought into it. Just go. It was 350 questions of one exactly like that. Like I'm telling you, they would take the same question and flip it around into 80
Yeah.
different versions of it, dude. And it was just like I was fluster F, bro.
Yeah.
I hated every minute of it. I'm sure them people were like, "This dude, what the hell?" I couldn't like, bro. I have it was like some OCD type stuff, bro. It was like probably not that big of a deal, you know. They're like, one
Now,
of them was like, "Did you ever enjoy or using marijuana?" And the way I got around that question was, I never really used it. It's a medicine. I never used it
yeah,
as a
yeah, yeah.
drug. It's so
Right.
like they can. It's so great now. It's so great having that like that crutch. Like that was always the thing. Like, dude, even if like you ever even get in trouble, like at least out here in Ohio, I heard if you're on probation, you can still smoke if you have your card.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's like
So
saying,
it's
have you ever used aspirin? Well, yeah. When I get a
right,
headache.
and
Well,
enjoyed it, or like, yeah, exactly. Like, well, I've taken personally, I've taken a leave before and felt very relieved.
they literally call it a leave of my pain.
I wonder why.
Wonder
I was
why.
relieved.
I wonder who.
So,
Stupid.
so yeah, bro. They were at, dude. They were like, "Have you ever seen any sights?" I'm like, "Or have you seen any visions?" I'm like, "What? What do you mean by visions?" Dude, they probably thought I was crazy, bro. Because, dude, like, I kept being like, yeah, I don't really like being around people too much. Like, like the way they worded it was like, do you want to be in a crowd of people? No, I don't. Do you want to be
Right.
with the big group of people? No, not really. I don't. Like, not because I'm like weird or something. It's just because
Right.
I don't enjoy being in a big group of
It's
crowds
not.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not my gig. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was so subjective, you know, and I was
Well,
having like total anxiety because I couldn't, I couldn't explain each answer. It was like driving me insane, dude.
well, see,
But anyway,
they do that like purposely to subject you. Like it's the same thing as when you go get your freaking eyeballs checked. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "What looks best? Number one, number two?" And you're like, "I can't fucking tell." Like,
they both look like shit
yeah,
to me.
they
What do you
look, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
dude?
Number one or number two, number three or number four, and
Oh,
and
see?
psychologically they do the same shit because what they're really trying to do, which is fucked up, is they're trying to trip you up. And if you're really doing a psychological evaluation or a medical evaluation, you're not trying to trip somebody up because there's no point in it. You're trying to actually get the answer out of an individual. And that, like, if you're deceiving them from the beginning, then your test is all fucked up to begin with. So yeah.
Well, I've taken that test like 8 times, so if I fuck it up now, then fuck me, dude.
Right.
I've
Right.
taken it way more. I've taken it a lot of. Dude, there was times where it asked me, "Do you think JFK was assassinated?" Like, I'm telling you, they ask you like, are UFO? Are we the only ones on this earth? Like, what the fuck type questions are these, dude?
Right.
Do you know what
It's
I'm
yeah.
saying? They just throw that in the mix. Like, do you like your mom? Next question. Like, have you seen an alien? Like, what? What? I was just sitting there I was all sitting there coffeeed up and high as fuck at like, I was up at 7 in the morning blazing like that. Not because I didn't go to sleep, but because I actually just woke up. It was really weird, dude. I was sitting there and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm not leaving for another hour. I just drank 2 cups of coffee. Well, looks like I'm getting stoned. So, you know.
Just
It was,
drink 2 cups of coffee. Dare me to drive?
yeah, damn it. You don't want Tim behind the wheel on 2 cups of coffee,
Yeah,
my friends.
that's funny,
I,
dude.
you don't want it. You don't want it. So, yeah,
You don't
man.
want none of
Question.
that.
So,
You
yeah,
want
these
none of
doctors, yeah, and you would think, like, okay, well, I don't think these cats, they were trying to trip me up. I think you get the
that.
hint.
Scary.
They were, they were trying to trip me up because um, it was through like I got into an accident at work, so it
Right.
was like the other side.
Yeah, yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
their side. So um but
But see, like,
it
it
is
shouldn't, yeah, it shouldn't be biased like that, dude. Because, like, if you're really doing the screening on an individual, regardless, it should be neutrality all the way through.
yeah,
But they got their objectives, so they lead. It's just like same as a
cops.
detective or whatever. Yeah, cops. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they
No,
lead
that's
you into
that's
that shit. Yeah,
facts. No, it's true.
unfortunate.
It's just like yeah, and then like no, it's true. It's like I don't know. I was just like, and it's like, dude, you don't. The woman was like, she said, you've had. What if I told you you've had over 100 sessions, which is like counseling sessions, right?
Right.
I've been messing with these cats for like 5 years, 4 years. I've been seeing this counselor. I'm like 100 sessions over 4 or 5 years is nothing. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
if,
it.
if
Yeah,
you count 50, if you count 52 weeks in a year,
right.
you do, that's
A
only
session a week, not even.
if that, not even.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
one every 2 weeks at that.
yeah, yeah. That's like
I'm like,
doing
it's
one every other Wednesday.
yeah, 2 a month, dude. Oh no, don't overdo it. Don't
Yeah,
overdo
right.
it. But see, the thing is I had to actually. go through my insurance, and I hit up my counselor on the side, and I see her twice a week through my insurance. I shouldn't probably be saying this line, but at least we're on your channel. Like, I see my counselor on the
I got
side
no
because
viewers. You're good.
so I'm like, well, at least we're on your channel. Well, I guess my name is my name. I guess no matter what, it's gonna pop up. But yeah, they're like, what do you like to do? And I almost was like, well, I like to. I'm like, no, do not say YouTube anything. Because if they
Right,
even
right.
Google your fucking name, you're fucking shit out of luck,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Like Nick, meow. But yeah, it was an interesting thing because normally when I do that type of thing, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not even. You're good. Just they didn't really say nothing." But I feel like I'm ready to really like. Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. I don't want to talk about it
Yeah,
right now.
no, you're good, bro. You're good.
It's
But no,
probably something I should have.
that's how
Yeah.
that bullshit really works, man. Like if you really think about it, like remember back in the Gap whenever fucking um they were doing that shit with motherfuckers that were like every time you get employed, they're like, so what's your Facebook page? And then
Yes,
like you know,
exactly. And then they get a judgment from you just from looking at, like, man, that's not how I am. Like, hold on a minute. This, like, bro, it doesn't even matter. Like, I hate because right now we live in such a paradox of a world where it's like your fucking thoughts actually mean something. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it's like, dude, what's crazy is if you're trying to like for me, like just lately, I've just been doing hour shows and doing the news, right? And like I was talking to some cats and they're like, so what did you talk about? I'm like, well, it just depends on the day. We talk about every damn thing. Like
right.
literally between me and you, we talk about it all. And if you really throw Gil in there, we pretty much hit the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
And and Doc, to be honest, because Doc does damn other stuff. But really, but think about it,
Well, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. You hit northeast, south, and west and all that shit.
yeah. So it's like, dude, we do it all, really. But I forgot where I was even going at with it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
why
telling
it's.
them
Go ahead.
what that, dude.
I don't want to break your concentration.
That's why you can't do it, dude. Because
No,
I
I was
gotta
gonna say,
fucking.
yeah, I was gonna say that's why it's the late show. Like, like,
Dude,
dude, and I got nothing to. I'm like, all freaking 7 subs might see it.
dude, this you get to listen, man. This is how
Yeah,
you got.
dude,
That's why
yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm like, this is how you got to do it. Well, I guess I opened it, so I'm eating this. I've just been standing in my kitchen debating what I'm gonna eat this whole time. I can never make a decision, you guys. It's unreal. Like, I'm just chose my last cheddar bake, dude. I've had that saved for like a couple weeks now. Them things are $5 a piece nowadays. I got them for 5 for 10 one day. I bought 20 of them joints. This is my last one.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
I'd rather
Earlier
eat it with the
today,
steak.
Jen hit me up, and I was sitting there fucking with that video editor, and I was getting all pissed off and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Like, and she's like, well, do you want anything to eat? I'm like, man, I ain't hungry right now. And she's like, I'm on my way home. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then she brings me like a Shalotsky's. I don't know if you ever got Shalotsky's up there,
Is that
but
like a sandwich joint?
yeah, they do like
Oh shit!
hardcore, yeah. And she's
I've
like,
heard of it. I think we have one in Cleveland.
yeah, she's like, yeah, I'll bring you something. She brought me one back, and I was like, man, she's like, I brought you slushy, babe, and I'm like, last time I got one, which was like last weekend, I was like, it was fucking crap. Like it sucked so bad, dude. I didn't even finish half of a small one, you know. And I was like, oh, well, thanks, babe. She's like, oh, you're not going to eat it right now? And I'm like, well, if you would have told me you're bringing me Shalotsky's, I'd have told you, give me some friggin' Taco Bell.
Oh
Shittier
man, that's
shit
some
with
disrespectful ass shit.
it. I'm
I'm
telling
thinking
you.
because maybe I'm thinking of a different place because there's a place in Cleveland that you wouldn't turn it down for fucking nothing.
Nah, dude, Shalotsky's is like, it's like that in between, because I hate fast food. But it's like
No,
that in
this is like a
between. Yeah, it's like better than fast food, but it's not as good as restaurant. But normally it should, but now like
better version or less version of Jimmy John's.
better. Yeah, because it's like $12 a sandwich.
Yeah, it should
You
be,
know,
right?
yeah,
That's what I thought it was. What am I thinking of? Man, if we were maybe what we should do is do like certain amount of time on here and then go on mine and then you could tell people, hey, we were just on his channel or something.
right, right.
You know, I don't mind doing it. Like the content matters. Like it don't really matter like who's watching. We're making content for your channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. And I
so
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure. That's why I was like, I'll do that shit because you've come on my shit plenty and like, but it's always cool to entertain the masses.
Right, right,
I got to admit, bro, like I don't know if it was. I will say the live. So when we go live from mine, right, and I do it from my phone, I
right,
feel like people actually Google vertical feeds because 25% of my analytics came from vertical feeds. And then if you go back to when we first started on my channel, there you go. The vertical feed literally is where we got all the hundreds.
right, right.
It was during that. So I'm like, huh.
They love to
There's
see our
something about
beautiful faces. It's because we're so hot.
yeah, right. You know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I actually started watching. Dude, I can't do this. I watched one of our shows finally on TV. I'm like, don't get all up in the camera like that, bro. You gotta stand back. I'll be like getting all up in there and shit. I was watching on the big screen, like, what the fuck you doing, bro? Damn. Get it all personal. I didn't even realize it. I'm just leaning over, like, here's my laptop. I'm just leaning over, like the things like I didn't realize. I'm like, you guys could literally like see my nose hairs and shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, folks. I just found out last night, dude. I just found out. I didn't know. I didn't know. I wish somebody would have said something not like a dick, like, oh, that angle. Well, it sounds gay when
Right.
you say that fucking angle, but if you said, hey, bro, you're really close to the fucking camera. Like I could see your fucking pubic hairs on your chin. Like count them. Fucking change back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
right,
would be
right.
understanding. I would understand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
If they were like, "Yo,
Help
Breezy,
me
you're
out here.
native. You don't have look at all that patchy white trash hair growing in on the side of your face."
See, I can't see it on my phone, but I'm sure if I went on the TV, I'd be like, look at that dirty Indian over there with this
Dirty tail
chin
Indian
up face.
couldn't grow fucking facial hair if he had to.
He looks like a Mexican.
But no, they got hair. I don't.
Ew, the Mexicans. I swear to you,
Mexican.
dude, since I've gotten Hulu, thanks to Spark, I be watching. First off, I've been on the Wonder Years tip. To
Oh
anybody
yeah,
that really loves, 'cause I've already watched it a million times. When I was a kid,
right.
everybody said I looked like Fred Savage growing up. And one day I'll get pictures of me as a kid and I'll show you. I truly look like Fred
I've
Savage
seen I've
growing up.
seen pictures of you as a kid. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, you
So
sent that. You sent that one with I think it's your brothers and sisters or something. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I can see that.
yeah. And that one, I was in my fat stage. So I was in my one pork. That was when I was in my one little porky stage in like sixth grade. But
I've been
normally I
in,
was like, you know,
I've been in my fat stage since third grade, and I haven't gotten out of it. So I just grown to accept it.
I fluctuate like crazy. They were like, dude, you weighed 130. I was like, they're like, how much do you weigh now? I'm like, 200? 180. I was like, 180? 200? I don't know, man. That's why I didn't want to come in this motherfucker. I knew y'all were gonna start hounding my weight and shit.
Dude, I went from fucking.
Bastards.
I went from like, and I'm not even like a fat dude. Like I'm a big dude. But I ain't like jelly fat, Like I'm not jelly roll fat type shit. But I went
No
from like,
shit, I hope not, dog. I fucking.
nah, they like literally like, I'm not an
No,
extra
you're
fat
not
guy.
jelly roll fat.
Yeah,
You're
right.
just a big dude.
But I went from fucking like 218 or no wait, I was like 212 and I'm up to like 260 right now. And I was like, what in the actual fuck? And I think it's because of the fucking the medication bullshit that they fucking give you. Because they're like, you're diabetic and blah blah blah. But like, okay, this is one really fucked up thing about shit. So I have
Look at this
high
screen, dude.
noise.
The microphone. It's my mic, dude. That shit looks scary. Fuck. Sorry, guys. That was.
Yeah, no, you just get a spit
What
screen,
am I
just
doing?
like me.
That was hilarious, dude. Sorry, sorry. That shit
I
looks
found it fucked up
funny,
because
dude.
it's like, oh, it's phallic as fuck. But not they like put me on this shit and they're like, you got high blood sugar, so we need to lower it down. Give you pills. You can literally, no bullshit, take that fucking pill and it's sweeter than a fucking sweet tart. And I'm like, yo, why the fuck is there that much sugar in that little bitty ass pill that I'm fucking taking? It's sweeter than anything I eat or drink every day of my life. But you're supposed to be lowering my blood sugar, not upping it. So, yeah. I think they
Yeah,
just fucking pull that bullshit.
think
You
they're a
know,
bunch of lying bastards, if you want the
that
truth.
is just,
I
yeah,
don't trust
for
them.
real.
I've had a fucking damaged finger. Now, this is nothing to brag about. Like, I know this is ignorant. My finger's
It's
been fucked up for.
ignorant.
It's so ignorant. But my shit been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my finger's been fucked up, you guys. That sounds kind of weird, but like,
No, yeah, I
I
remember you fucked
damaged
it
my
up. Yeah.
finger, and like, I just don't want to go in the hospital, y'all. I don't want to. Today I had this thing and they were wearing these masks all up over their face. The dispensary I went to today, they were all masked up to their eyes and shit. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be here, bro. I don't go to places like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, if you make your workers wear a mask and shit, bro, I'm good. I don't even want to be
Yeah.
there. Like, I'm telling you, I am not, it's not a political thing. It's
No,
just a
no.
straight up
It's just a
moral
natural
thing.
thing.
It's,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with. Bro, I naturally listen. I can't. I've had to ixnay a lot of things out of my life because I just evolve it around what I think is right. You know. So,
Yeah. No, dude,
um,
same thing. I had that same argument today with my youngest son. He went to go, like I was talking about earlier. He went to go get his dental shit with Jen and shit. She took him. Well, I dropped him off, but she took him. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, and I'm like, dude, and we're driving, and he's like, yeah, they're probably gonna put some caps on my shit, blah blah blah. I was like, dude, you're fucking 9 years old. I'm like, you're gonna lose all those teeth. What the fuck is the point of fucking putting caps on your teeth when they're gonna fall out of your fucking head? It's just
Yeah, no
fucking
shit.
that's
You
money
don't put
making
caps
bullshit.
on a fucking baby damn tooth. Are you out of your
Yeah,
effing mind? You
yeah,
pull the
dude. Like,
bitch before you put a cap on it, dude.
yeah,
The
you're
fuck?
gonna lose it. It's
You
gonna
yank
fall out of
it.
your face. Yeah, it's gonna fall out of your
My
face.
my
But
mom would have gotten that bitch pulled out before she put a cap on that bitch for
or not
sure.
even that, but just let it fucking rot, and then whenever it fucking falls out, a new one's gonna grow in, and you're gonna be fucking fine. Now once the new ones grow in, then cool, take care of it as you
Then you
want.
put something on it, right? But the
Right.
baby one, come on now.
That's
That's just
just
like
money. That's
that's
money
just like
grubbing
again,
bullshit.
you go to the dentist. They're gonna do dental work, whether you need it or not. Okay, you
Oh
go
yeah.
to an eye doctor, you're gonna get glasses.
No
Okay,
matter what. Yeah.
yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You go to a
Yep.
chiropractor, they're gonna be like, yeah, you need like 3 or 4 sessions. Come back 3 times. You go anywhere. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's what it does. They're not. That's what their job is. I mean, they're making
That's their
money. They,
money. That's their money make. Yeah. That's
yeah, man.
their cash cow.
Doctors, like doctors, they're not trying to heal you. They're trying to
Huh.
like patch you up so you come back.
Right.
You
Exactly.
keep coming
Yeah.
back and getting more medication, more band-aids. They're not
Yeah.
trying to like actually heal you and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, go home and eat this food and put Epsom salt and da 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 da." Da." They're like,
Right.
"Here, take this and this to fuck the food." I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah. And no, you're right. You're right. It's not a cure. It's a freaking it's a
Band-aid.
way for you to come back over and over. Like, and Jen's like the same way. She's like, "Oh, I got my chiropractor appointment," and I'm like, "Dude, she's almost 10 years younger than me, 9 years younger than me." And I'm like, "Dude, I've never seen a chiropractor. I haven't seen anybody about my broken ass back, and I don't know how long. I have no fucking problems with it, no qualms with it. Like, and same with the teeth thing. Like, yeah, my teeth are fucked up, but I'm fucking 45 years old. So I'm halfway through my lifespan. If literally, like, if you lived as like a Native American on the prairie land or someone in the 1800s or
You're
whatever the
doing
fuck
good.
it is, dude, all your teeth have to do is last until you die. So if they're half fucked up and I'm half as old as my life expectancy, then I'm straight. Like
Yeah.
what
You
am-
want to hear
what
something crazy, bro?
yeah, go for it,
I've
bro.
never I've never had a cavity or nothing.
No shit?
Nada. Now I haven't been to the doctors in a few years, but um, ain't no, it ain't like I have like a tooth, like my tooth is ever hurt or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, I need
Nah,
to go.
yeah. I gained that when I started growing my hair out when I was 13, 14. I stopped subscribing to that whole shit. And I was like, yeah, no barbers, no getting haircuts. I'm not spending money on someone to chop my hair off. And
Yeah, once you grow it out and you go through that dumbass hair stage, it's
yeah,
like,
and then you're
bro,
you're
if
straight.
I
Yeah.
want it long, I'm gonna keep it long. Cause once I cut this shit off, I don't know if I'm gonna go through that. At least for me, at the age
Right.
I'm at now, bro, you ain't gonna see me at 40 something years old with going through that fucking hair stage where you gotta put like a headband. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I know
Everybody's
exactly
gotta
what you
do it.
mean.
You gotta wear like a fucking bandana for a minute just to keep, like
Or a hat.
it
Yeah.
or a hat all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but
So
I was the same way. I was like, when I was turned about 14, I was like, dude, I stopped going to the dentist completely. I was like, dude, I'm never going to another dentist again. And I haven't been. Uh, there was this one time I got paid This dude that I worked with, his daughter was going through dental school, and he was like, "All right, I'll give you like $250 and uh, a hotel in San Antonio, and I'll buy all your drinks for a night if you'll go and be like a subject for my daughter." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." Like I got a price. Like I'm a whore in nature. Like fuck yeah, I'll go. And I did, but other than that, like I don't even subscribe to it. Like I'm like, yeah, dude. And my teeth are, I'm not missing teeth. I'm not, that's like my shit's all fucked up. And everybody that I know, and I'm not talking shit, but mostly white people that I know, they have like missing teeth and cavities and all fucked up. Like I got my cavities too, but I didn't
What's
get
with
my
the whites
first.
not having good teeth and the blacks having nice, big, white, shiny teeth? What's up with that?
I think it comes from the English culture, bro. Honestly,
Yeah, because
100%.
whites always had like wooden teeth and weird shit.
Yeah, yeah,
What type of
exactly.
shit is that, bro?
Yeah. I think that's actually kind of where it comes from because you never see natives on
What
any.
about Italians? I never thought I seen like Italians
Yeah,
part of the
no.
Europeans.
Well,
I
they
don't.
are, but especially if you get into like lower Italy, you know, where it comes from is like healthcare and dental care and all that shit. So once you start getting these motherfuckers drilling on your shit, making
Again,
holes in,
we're back to the money. These
yeah, back
motherfuckers
to
are
the
like,
money.
oh, you missed a tooth, dude. We'll put a fucking wood block in there for you. Fuck it.
Drop some mercury in it.
Yeah, yeah,
No big deal,
whatever.
man. Put some quicksilver in that bitch, it'll be straight. You know.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I
I'm
was
just
saying.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say I forgot. I remember what it was there, dude. How long was it since I put in that fucking potato thing? I better not burn my last one.
Couldn't have been
Probably only
more than
been like
37 minutes ago. Because we're on
no. It
37
was probably
minutes.
I
You're
just
good.
did it before I sat down and like literally like I
Oh
just did
yeah,
it.
like maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. I got
You're straight.
30 more minutes. All right, so the Wonder Years, bro. First off, what a badass show, dude. If you wanna get a breakdown of history, bro, there's more real history watching that show than you're
Yeah.
getting in a lot of history books.
Right.
It was not very biased. It was
No.
very on point, dude. It was
Yeah.
and it was an 80s show based on the 60s. And
Right.
that
Right. Yeah.
show was so dude, it's got to be a top 3 television show ever. It's got to be, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to
Wonder
be.
Years
It's
and Wonder Years and what was the one with the not to be anti PC with the retarded dude? Um, the Welcome to McDonald's gonna take your order guy. There was those two that were running simultaneously. But the Wonder Years got its big cap in the like late 90s because everyone thought that Marilyn Manson was the nerdy dude
oh
from the
yeah,
Wonder
yeah, yeah,
Years.
Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paul. He kind of
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like him, but Paul just looks like your average New York Jew. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Yeah.
I like Paul. I think he's pretty cool. I'm on like season 2. There's 5 seasons.
No
It
shit.
sucks because like with shows like that, it's kind of like Young Sheldon. When you base it off a kid, it can only go for so long.
Right, because they grow out of
Because once he
their
gets
spot. Yeah.
old, and they're trying to remake Wonder Years. There's a Wonder Years now, but it's woke, so it's a black Wonder Years. But
Right.
and Fred Savage is actually the writer and one of the writers from the old Wonder Years. So it's actually a really good show.
Well,
It
he was
doesn't
just an
get that much
actor
play.
and actor in the original. He wasn't a writer, was he?
Right, but I mean, when
But
you're
he's still
part
part of the
of
franchise, right?
dude, think about it. Me and you have done when we do hundreds of episodes. I don't give a damn if you're a writer or not. You know how the script goes. You know how the
Right,
shit
right.
goes.
Yeah.
Like you could
No,
do it.
yeah. It,
You know what I'm
dude,
saying? Like
yeah, it pissed me off, dude. Not the Wonder Years, not that. But when I watched that new fucking The Color Purple, fucking pissed me off, dude. Because like I was a huge fan of the original The Color Purple. Like, you know, um, when I was growing up, man, being a Native American, it used to just really piss me off about how, the colonization of slave migration came into the world. It used to fucking like just anger me to the bone. And that was a really good movie about like how it will fucking piss you off about how people were treated back in the gap. And I don't care
what was
about
it?
what The Color Purple.
Okay.
And now
You know
it's a
what one? You
fucking
know what one for
that
me did it to me? That movie didn't do it for me. You know what one did it for me?
which one?
Mississippi Burning.
Oh, Mr. Burning. Fuck yeah, dude.
That
Yeah.
one, dude. That one.
Yeah.
If you want to get to bare like emotions and fucking all that, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That
No,
was a good movie.
absolutely, dude. Mr. Burning was dope. Um, yeah, but I mean, what it came to is like now that movie was like all about like struggle and strive between, and it wasn't just about black and white. It was actually about women, even in the black culture, being dominated by males, right? So it was like kind of fucked up, you know what I mean? But then like now it's a fucking happy, jolly fucking musical. They're like, yeah, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, that has nothing to fucking like. If you read the book, or if you actually,
And
you
Oprah
know,
had something to do with it, so she was all about it. She didn't care. She wanted
oh,
them
dude,
ducats, dog.
she
She
was the
wanted
one that
them gold coins, homie.
she was the one that fucking like pushed that motherfucker forward, dude,
Hell
and it
yeah,
was
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
horrible.
She probably, she ain't write the script. She just said whatever, put my name on that bitch.
Yeah, nah. And but see, like in her character in that fucking movie was like the strongest, boldest black chick in the flick.
That
Like
was
she
when
was the one that
Oprah. She's kind of bangable now, but that was when she was actually kind of bangable. Same with or not. What was the other one? Whoopi. She was a
Whoopi, yeah, yeah,
she was bangable back then. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, that's when she was doing like burglar and all those, yeah. She was actually
Like Mel.
kinda, yeah,
What didn't Mel Gibson bang her?
probably. I'm pretty sure she
I'm
got
almost
tops for that a little
positive
bit.
she got pounded out by Mel. Good old Mel. He's a
Oh,
fucking
Melly
American.
Gibbsy.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking see people like, of course Tim would love Mel Gibson. But good old Mel Gibson, dude. Mel Gibson's a fucking good lad, dude. He's a good lad. Everybody needs to leave him alone. I had
Nah,
made a
dude.
shirt because I do silk screening, and I made a shirt back when he went on his fucking tirade.
Yeah.
It was so funny to me. He's like, you make me sick. He's like, I hope you get fucked by a pet. He's like, yeah, you're nothing to me. He's like, you make me want to smoke. And like, I fucking used to just die because I would be listening to that shit. This is like right when it was coming out, and I'd be dying. And I did silk screening, and I made a T-shirt that said, "You make me want to smoke." And it had the old guy with the tobacco pipe that you would see at like Spencer's,
Right,
and like it has like the little comment, and it's him smoking, and it's like, but it was Mel Gibson instead of fucking that guy, like the old '50s guy. It
right,
was
right,
Mel
right, right.
Gibson,
Yeah.
and it was like, you make me want to smoke. It was, I still have it. It's fucking hilarious, that shirt. But yeah, I supported him through his tough times. I also
Yeah,
supported
no.
Kanye. I supported
What
Kanye through his
see
tough
like
times, and
with Gibbsy with it when they all talked all that shit about him not believing in the Holocaust and blah blah blah. Dude, he did one of the. I'll give him credit for it. He did one of the greatest freaking movies about Christ ever.
Talk about
The
the Passion
Passion
of
of the
Christ, right?
Christ. Yeah,
Dude, I cried during that movie, dude.
dude. Hell yeah, dude. You know, like that was some like really serious hardcore shit because it really showed it. And the thing that got me, I did too personally. Like I watched it when it first came out, and I was like, it's a bunch of extra blood and gore over the same story I've heard my whole life. But when I got older and I became a parent and I became a man,
And you
um,
watched Mary watching Jesus get beat like
dude,
that, bro.
dude, and you're fucking helpless, dude.
It's
There's
just like
nothing you can do, dude. That was just like so heart wrenching.
it
But
was.
because none of those, you could take the old school flicks, Jesus of Nazareth and all that, and it shows the what is it called? They actually call it the what's it called? The damn it, I can't remember what the Catholics call it. It's uh the lamentation of Christ. So the pain of Christ, right? The lamentation. But you don't realize like he had brothers, he had a mother, you know, Joseph
Uncle,
was already
father,
right. Joseph of
he was,
Arimathea, like yeah,
right,
like
right, right, right.
his father, his stepfather or whatever, Joseph, regardless to how you interpret the Bible, he was already passed away at that time. But Joseph of Arimathea, like he was his uncle, like he was the one that took Jesus with him through, like we talked about in the missing years of Christ. And he was
Yeah.
the dude that took him to India and to Asia through the trade routes, through so like you're talking about relationships that people have. Like I might not be close to my dad, but with my uncles, I damn sure am. With my mom, I damn sure am. With my brothers, some of them, yeah, a little bit, but what it really comes down to is the point of that, like, it wasn't just a symbiotic relationship between one individual and the world. That motherfucker had a family too. You know what I mean? And he they loved him just as much as we all love our own family. And to see your nephew or your niece or your son or your daughter get put through some shit like that, and there's nothing you can fucking do. And that's what like breaks my fucking heart about like new shit, like whenever you see the police fucking acting stupid and like just murking motherfuckers.
And
And
you
it's like,
see these
right.
mothers and the shit they're doing to their kids nowadays, bro. It's
Yeah,
insane, man. You know how I be covering the news and like, dog.
yeah,
I've been trying to stay away from that type stories because it's so dark and like hard to
dude, it's
like, man, I'm
heartbreaking,
not
bro.
trying to project that out, but it's like sometimes that shit needs to be if
It
everybody just plays that same role, then it
right,
never gets addressed. Do you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like
If you
sometimes
no,
people
no.
gotta like go down the and talk about the things that are uncomfortable.
Well,
You know what I'm
that's just the
saying? Like
thing.
that's how it's like it's a fight for me. Because it's like, man, I
Yeah,
don't want to talk about this, but I don't want to let it be unspoken.
right. And but that's just the gig. Like within it's the duality. You know what I mean? Within if we only joke about the funny shit and like say we just talk about Dumb and Dumber or comedy movies and you never talk about the horror, or the Exorcist. It's like it's the anti-duality. So and duality always comes from the original. um, the original epitome of where the Garden of Eden came from. So you had the Hasatan, you had the serpent that was the duality of where people came from and how they felt about it. We don't have that in our lives, right? At this point in time, we have, oh, we believe in God, but nah, we don't suffer so much from demons. But when you actually
Yeah,
put it
that's
into,
crazy talk, bro. That's what
yeah,
the the Catholic Church might not deny it but they don't ever preach that. They don't ever be like when you go in, they don't ever see that's the whole point. Not to interrupt what you're saying, but like with the Catholic Church, it's exactly that. Like they come in and they like read like one or two like a one book. They're like not even a book. They'll just read like, a couple like chapter, you know what I'm saying? One scripture. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
that's the word I was trying to.
Well,
And like
they'll give you a homage. Yeah, they'll
yeah,
give you a
like not
homage
and then
about it.
they'll just talk about that one little scripture. You know what I'm saying? And like they don't ever talk about how to like like when, about the other part of it all. And that's what
Right,
Baptist churches maybe they kind of do a little more. I've never been
right,
down that
right.
rabbit hole, but I'm pretty sure they're more into that part of it of the sector.
Baptists are and Southern Baptist, and see, and that's where it gets swayed on both sides of the pendulum because Baptists do they're a little bit more. You
But they're
need
like
to learn, bro.
everything is this the devil.
That's
That's the devil.
that's no,
That's the devil.
that's Southern Baptist. So
Okay.
Baptist is different than Southern. Consider Catholic being positive, Baptist being neutral, and Southern Baptist being negative. Everything is
Okay.
hell, sin, fire. You even open up a Life magazine and you're going to hell because you look at
There you
Cindy
whack your
Crawford. Yeah,
pud, boy.
yeah, yeah. But what the
But at
real,
least they allow their people that preach that to have wives and stuff. They're not like little pedos, so like you could take them a little more serious.
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, Southern Baptists in certain planes are just like Catholics. They
Well,
might be
what
little
aren't they
boy sniffer,
allowed to get
altar boy
married?
sniffers. No, no, they're not. But
Oh, Baptists aren't. What? I thought they were allowed to get married.
Baptists are Southern Baptists.
Yeah, that's why it's
You
like
have to
I
get
always
married.
I feel like what I'm trying to say is I feel like that's what ruined the Catholic Church is that like
Oh,
Deacon
your
Todd, right?
restriction. Yeah, your restriction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
Deacon Todd at my church. So actually today at my doctor's appointment, dude, the lady was like, "Are you religious or do you go to church or do you believe-" I forget what she said. It was something of the sort. I said, "Well, I'm spiritual and I used to go to church. I just kind of quit going to church." And she like tried to lecture me about it. And I was like, "Dude,
Yeah, yeah.
I think I get more out
Because
of what I do now than what I did when I went to church." But then I'm saying, so anyways, Deacon Todd. Deacon
well, because
Todd,
yeah.
he
Go ahead.
does all the Bible studies and he's like this right hand man to the priest during Sundays, but he's allowed to go home and have a wife.
Right,
He went to college and lived a normal life, bro. He wears his Indians jacket and his Cavs jackets and shit, no hats and stuff. And like
right.
the point is that's what's the movie where Robert De Niro plays the priest and he smokes the cigarettes and you know what I'm talking about? Like
Mm,
Brooklyn, it was like Bronx. No, no, it was
no, not Bronx
plays
stuff.
the
No,
priest. It was actually the movie Sleepers, maybe.
where
Do you know what?
where Kevin Bacon,
Yeah,
they got
and
butt
Yeah,
raped
because
by the
that
police.
book, dude,
Yeah,
that book was fucking, dude. I read that book in like junior high. Bro, that book was insane, dude. Maybe it was high school. It was junior high. I'm almost positive. That book was insane, dude. It was so
dude. Yeah,
graphic.
yeah, yeah.
Good, good book though. Good, good, good
Well, no,
ending.
I mean, I agree with I agree with a bunch of that, and see, that's why, like, if you look at rabbiistic, um, like rabbis and Jewish uh, Hebraistic, they had wives. Abraham had a wife. Moses had a wife. Like those are the greatest prophets of the world. Like, up until Jesus Christ himself, they all had wives. King Solomon, one of the greatest kings of the Old Testament, he had,
What?
I don't know
Oh,
how many
dog.
wives and how many concubines, like, so what was the point of, and that's what Christ talks about, is whenever they asked Christ about the Judeo law, and they were like, um, oh, but if you're okay, say you're a Gentile's crib, because back then you used to just go from like crib to crib. So if you went to somebody's house and they were like, yeah, come on in, hang out, take a rest for the night, blah blah blah. If you went to a Gentile's crib, they would feed you pork, or they would feed you shit that wasn't kosher amongst the Hebraic religion. And Jesus's disciples would be like, nah, dude, we're not allowed to eat that shit. Like it says in the law, we're not allowed to eat that. And he'd say, dude, it's more important what goes out of your mouth than what comes into it. Like,
Mm,
you're going to refuse somebody who's actually sparing their food for you, taking care of you, hanging out with you, and feeding you over a law that was written. Now he also
man.
said, I'm not here to abolish the laws of Moses, but to fulfill them. And Matthew 23. And he said, I'm not here to abolish the laws of Moses. I'm here to fulfill them. But you got to take it into subject. Like, do I go out and try to break the law of Abraham, the law of Jacob, the law of Moses?
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. But he's like,
Sorry.
nah, man, that's not what it's
Whatever.
about. But if you're gonna sit there and fucking like be a prude about shit and be like, no, we don't actually. Oh, how was that bread made? Was it made? Now you're talking like the same shit that we hear nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, oh, was that gluten free? Well, if it's not gluten free, then I'm not eating it because my digestive system is fuck the fuck
Listen,
up.
I know that sounds gay as fuck, right? But let's keep for me, dude. I think gluten really does fuck Team Tim up, though. I do because
Yeah, but yeah,
I started eating lots of pizza and and we like bread stuff when I moved into this apartment, and I got fat as fuck. Now it could
right,
just be it could, and I started not feeling good, and like it could just be because I was eating fucking pizzas and stuff.
processed fast
Or
food. Yeah,
it wasn't I didn't get like Little Caesars or Papa John's or something. I mean I make legit pizzas. Like I'm Italian. I don't get the
right.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll eat a Red Baron on the like
Dude,
because I
Red
like
Baron's
just to have
kills it, bro.
right.
I'll eat.
But like for the most part though, I like to have like thin crust with my own mozzarella and stuff
Some
on it. You know what I'm saying?
Totinos, shit. Yeah, I'll slam some.
I'll
I'll
eat
smoke a
one
bowl and
when
eat
I
some
like right now.
Totitos.
Listen, right now, if my fucking maid, if I was like, woman, bring me a Totino's and a frozen Coca-Cola mug, please. I mean, in a mug with a mug, and some salt and vinegar Lay's chips, please. I would appreciate that, and a frozen nutty bar for afterwards. Make it
Hell
snappy,
yeah.
woman. I need one of those, dude. I'm telling you, I might take in one of these import people. One of these
What a pull a
migrants,
Russian
dude.
wife.
I'm thinking about
Just don't do
calling
a
up.
Venezuelan. They'll fucking kill you in your sleep. And they'll be like,
I
what the
don't
hell
care,
happened to
dude.
Tim?
I had a crazy bitch before. I slept with all my drugs in my pocket and a fucking gun on me and fucking uh not because I was scared of the bitch, but because of just life. I'm not scared. I'll fucking cap one of them motherfuckers. Oh my god, I know. The point I'm saying is I'm gonna get me a little fucking Venezuelan bitch for like 6 months to come in and they pay me to have her make me sandwiches and just cater me while I do podcast all night. Like I'll even let Tucker interview me and I'll be like, yeah, I do have one, and she's very violent. She's very violent, even though she's like the nicest person in the world. I'll be like, she's rude. No, I'm totally joking, guys. I'm joking around. Kinda. I would love to have a
Kinda.
Venezuelan. I'd love to have a Venezuelan maid, but I wouldn't like degrade her to Tucker. I would show her off to Tucker. I'd brag. I'd get on and brag. I'd like, look what I got. Finally, and it's not AI.
I
And
just
then
want
like,
to.
and then he does like a 2 month update, and it's like, Tim, what happened to your illegal or your? I traded her in for a robot. I'd rather have AI. Kid.
I just want a Thai chick that would tuck it.
Oh my gosh. And play the piano for you and shit.
Oh, the
Run
tears
around
rush down
like,
the side.
oh, me want sucky long time. Oh, TNT. So
Oh,
I literally smoked with my Uber driver today.
no shit, though.
Yeah, in the front
I've
seat,
done that
dude.
like twice. Yeah.
He was like, there's this cat from Columbus, and he like took me to my thing, and then he picked me up from the dispensary. And, like we were bullshitting. Like I already knew he was cool. You know when you know someone's cool, you just know right
Right,
away.
right.
Like, oh yeah, this cat's cool. Because he was like, yo, you could get up in the front. Because we were bullshitting on the phone. He's like, I'll be there in a minute, bro. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, can I run to Walmart real fast? He's like, yeah, run there real quick. I'll just hit you up. I already knew the way we were communicating. I was like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah. Where you
this
bullshitting?
dude's
Yeah.
yeah, this dude's cool. He's like, yeah, just hop in the front, bro. I was like, we were talking. We were started to let him hit my pen and stuff. Yeah, he was cool, bro. He was actually cool. I forgot where I was going at now, but I did get stoned with my Uber driver today.
Stuber.
He's like,
You
dude, I
got
can't get in
Stuber.
trouble though. He's like, don't like.
Don't
What
put
do I
me on
say?
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, he did check out our channel or something. We swapped numbers out, like no homo shit. He was actually a cool cat. He was cool.
Yeah, even a
But he
little.
was Italian. I'm telling you, Italians are pretty cool. I know, because I am. No,
See,
really,
we
most
don't have
Italians are
no
cool.
y'all cats up north. Y'all got a big difference in that shit. Like we don't have none of that shit. Like in Texas, man, it's well unless you go to Houston. So if you go to Houston, then you do have like you can go to the Italian side and you can go to the Korean side. And there's actually spots in H Town, like off of Bissonnette and all that, where um, the street signs are actually like in Korean and shit. Like it'll be just like symbols, and you're
In
like,
Texas?
oh yeah, dude, yeah. In
Oh, yeah, that's
Houston, yeah,
blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Yeah, in
They're
Houston.
starting to do that in Mexican now. When I was at the dispensary, they had like mask optional in Mexican. I'm like, okay.
You know what pisses me off is the bullshit uh, Bluetooth. I don't want to insult the people online, but dude, they'll send me a whole commercial in fucking Spanish, and
I
I'm
seen
like,
one today. I got one today. I
dude,
heard, yeah, well, it was live.
I get
And I
like
thought I was
5
on
of
the
them.
wrong page.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm like, what the fuck are you fucking said, dude? Who said that I speak
we
fucking
talk about
Spanish?
Mexicans a lot. It's because we talk about fucking being Mexican and all this stuff probably on our show. They're probably hearing it in the algorithm.
I just don't get it, man. Or maybe they're looking at my face and they're like, what are they? He knows what we're saying. And I'm like, no, I fucking don't, dude.
One day they're gonna send some Mexican shit. The next day it's Korean. The next day it's in fucking tribal Indian. They're
But it's
just
like
totally.
fucked up. Like whenever you put on your shit, it asks you what language you speak, and you put English or whatever the fuck ever. Like, then keep all your fucking commercials fucking English. Like, I don't care if I speak Italian. I don't care if I speak Mexican. If I put it on my shit, don't send me some French bullshit because I have no idea what French shit is. You know,
It's kind
like
of funny to think about an
fucking stupid.
Italian Texan. Like, like,
Oh,
like up here we laugh. Like we used, like Texan. You think of more like Mexican, native, mm,
Mexican and
crackers,
cowboys and yeah, yeah,
crackers.
yeah.
Like Ohio, Chicago. I would even probably say Detroit. We got a lot of everything, really. Cleveland, especially. There's a lot of
Well, cause
everything
y'all,
up in.
yeah, because y'all were back in the Gap in the '70s. Y'all were refugee states, so that's why like Cleveland has a huge Croatian population.
Irish, Italian.
Yeah,
We have a Jewish. We
because
have
they wanted them to work on the canals. So the canals were like the big pieces that ran goods in between Canada and through the Great Lakes and into what is it, that'd be the Atlantic. So yeah, they had big populations of people that could navigate those waterways, and that was the point of all that shit. Same with New York, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's why they have that huge. And same in the same aspect. It's just like Mexico and Texans. Everybody's
yeah,
running up and down the Rio Grande. You got Mexicans, Native Americans, Navajos, Apache Indians. So like back in the early 1800s, you had to know like 5 fucking languages just to get your shit sent sent from Oklahoma down to Laredo. You know what I mean? But now
dude.
it's
I
not like
just
that.
I just had a show idea, and I got all excited, and I went and grabbed my pen, and the paper I grabbed had weed all over it. So I had to find somewhere to put it. By the time I got it off the paper, I forgot what the idea was, dude. It went completely blank, no idea, gone. I should have just said it right then and there. Don't fucking try to remember. I'm telling you, bro. To those that give a shit, or is there anybody listening right now?
Nah, fuck no. No one's
So
listening to my shit.
to those that watch this in the future, because it'll be a fun show to watch back, like Tim and Breeze, because you didn't save our first show. So, um,
Yeah, no,
but
I had to erase a fucking shit ton of them, dude. And I probably
why?
killed one of them because when you buy the half-ass
Oh, because you only have
package.
so many. You only have so many hours. You have 50
Right,
hours.
right. Yeah, he got
Yeah,
50
but no,
hours.
no, no. But you didn't upload it to your channel then? Is that what happened? Because
No,
remember,
I
we
didn't
did a
upload it to
show on your.
mine.
Why? We
No,
did a show on your channel,
because
and it
I
was.
wouldn't
Remember,
sat.
it
I
was
wouldn't.
breezy. It was
Yeah,
like breezy episode, like 1 or 2 or something. Remember
yeah, yeah. No, I
what
saw
happened to
it
that?
and I had no fucking dude. It was probably one of those things where I was like getting all toasted, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta erase all this crap, blah blah blah, so I can have room,
Yeah, but those
so I
things
can
are
have
like
room for
limit.
more.
But you got to just upload it to your channel. You don't run out of room on your channel. Once it's on your channel, you can erase it from the StreamYard. It's always there on your channel,
Right,
unless
right. Well,
YouTube,
yeah,
unless
I know.
YouTube takes it down
No, I know
like
this
that.
now. I know this now, but yeah, because once you post it, it's done and it's over with.
It's there. It's
But
published.
it's not on your back, it's not on your backlog bullshit.
No,
So
but you can like Gil downloaded all of our old episodes, and he wants to like. Dude, we've got hundreds of. We did like 100 shows before. I was at like episode 96 when I kind of stopped doing it, and like we still do them, but we're not counting them. But yeah, we have like over 100 shows. You know what I'm saying? Like that we started from when we started counting. We didn't, and we would count like because we were stoners. We would have like 36 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
on accident, like or like twice in a row we would forget. You know what I'm saying? And like so like but the whole point is he was trying to put him on my channel or something. So he's got like a lot of like old shows. And I'm like, to me, I was thinking, man, I want to watch some of them so I could get ideas again. Because I used to know
yeah,
so much shit, and it's like I done ran out of my brain, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it would be cool to watch it. Like, oh yeah, because I was really into CERN back. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much stuff that I remember. It's like I forgot more than I remembered. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right.
Like for real. It's like, dude, I
Yeah,
keep. How do I explain it? I forgot more than most people probably know. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
yeah.
Like I just got to
Now
go back and like.
that's why K Reno is one of my favorite rappers. He's like, um, I probably forgot more shit than most rappers can remember. And then he's like, I got so much shit I gotta wear a diaper on my head. like those are like two
Nah.
of the fucking dopest rhymes I've ever heard. Um, and I suggest you too also, and anybody else listening or who probably will be listening tomorrow. Um, Jam K Arena, man. What was that fucking album he did? Shit, I can't think of it right now. No, can't think of it right now. But I will. I'll put it. I'll post it in the chat or whatever the fuck.
I don't think you can
But
post it.
yeah, I was actually doing a show with that
I
cat,
don't know how to.
and I was doing because so next weekend is South by Southwest. It's the first South by Southwest I have missed doing shows on since 2006. The
Yeah.
first one I ever did was with Tech Nine, Cut Calhoun, um, Scatterman, and Snug Brim. Uh, dude, uh, I could I could make it an hour, but I'll make it about 30 seconds. So it was at the end of the night. We'd already been fucking around. Everybody was getting fucked up. I stole a bunch of shit from the fucking venue that we were at. Ended up doing a bar mat special. And if you don't know what a bar mat special is, it's because whenever the bars they have those little mats that are laid out.
The black
Just
one.
whenever they spill all their shots and shit.
Yeah, so slip and break their little cackles.
So you do a bar mat special. You pay like $10. You scoop the whole thing up and just drink the whole fucking thing.
Ugh.
And yeah, I was getting fucked up. Opening for Tech Nine the first time. Um, I ended up chunking CDs at him like ninja style from the second story. Uh, I remember getting so fucked up that I was like, I had my hands on each one of my homeboys, Wesley and Mike D. And I was like, oh, God, walking down 6th Street. I was like, I got it. I got it, bro. I got it. They're like, no, you don't. And I was like, no, I got it, bro. Let go of them. And there was this poor chick, fucking poor chick. And she's like locking her bicycle up to go hang out on 6th Street, to go walk around, fuck around, locking it up to a fire hydrant. And you know how, like, when you're really fucking drunk and you do one of those drunken staggering, like, oh, I don't know where I'm going kind of thing.
Yeah.
I did that and basically, like, Goldberg that chick into the fire hydrant. Like, I'm like, oh, boom.
Did you do it on purpose?
Like, no, dude. Like, I couldn't step. I couldn't walk.
You
Like,
failed and your big ass
yeah,
ran her over,
dude.
dude.
Dude, I ran her ass right into a fucking fire hydrant. And I felt like about 2 days later, I felt really bad about it. At the time, I was like, nah, whatever. She deserved it. That's what she
Whore.
gets for locking her bike up.
Some whore should have fucking got out of my way. She should have
Yeah.
seen this big ass Indian coming,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Step left or right, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my fucking spot.
She's lucky I didn't fucking stone cold stunner on the way down.
Right, yeah. And then, yeah, so I woke up the next day and my homeboy Mike D and Wesley, they're like pulling shit out of my backpack and they're like, what the fuck, Breezy? What did you steal? And I stole like this 12-foot fucking banner. It was back when XM radio first came out. I stole a whole banner of that because I figured, I guess in my drunken state, that we could flip it around and make a whole banner for a show. And I was like, yeah, we'll just spray paint the other end of it. Yeah, and I stole this Michael Jackson poster that I still have
Just to
on
make
my
you feel
fucking wall.
better, when my brother and I went to a Cavs when we were in the finals against the Warriors back in the day with LeBron. We went to a
Okay.
watch party in Cleveland outside the stadium, and it was games 6. It was on my brother's birthday. It was on LeBron's birthday. It was like game 6 or something like that. And they ended up winning. And like we were winning, and they ended up coming back and beating us. And like the crowd was all like pissed and going ham. My brother and I read the crowd like super wrong, and we just started ripping shit off. Should be we just started ripping shit down, dude, and like fuck this. But no, like exactly what you're talking about, those giant banners, and it was like a
Yeah, yeah.
2016 Cavs championship banner. And we just ripped it down off of this fucking like this thing, dude. And next thing you know, all these people saw us doing it, and like people just ran up and started doing it, and just started tearing down all the banners that were all around the city, dude. I used to have it in my old apartment, but I think when I moved, my dumbass forgot to take it down off the wall. It
Okay.
was dope, dude. Like it would be worth so much if I would have just kept that shit.
Right, right, yeah.
Fuck that. Like,
Now y'all high cats are like that, man. Like my boy from Cleveland, he's still like he's got his own pool room, and he still has fucking like I guess the seats that were from the original Indians or the I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was because I'm not hip to it.
yeah, it was from the
But
Browns Indian. It was from the municipal stadium when from
yeah,
the
like
last game. I was at
he
that
pulled
game
all the
too.
seats out. Yeah,
I used to have a piece of it, but through the years you lose it. And I lost so much stuff, bro. That's why, like, the stuff I keep a lot of important stuff at my parents. And the other day, that's why I got that when I showed you that Godzilla. I'm like,
oh yeah,
man,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had that since I was a child, and I always brought it home. And like, I leave a lot of stuff there. My dad's like, just take it. I'm like, dude, I'll never see it again. Dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never see it. He's like, why do you leave it here? I'm like, because you guys aren't going anywhere. Like
Right.
y'all are there. I like as if history shows, I'll move at least 3 or 4 more times. You know what I'm saying? Like, which means I will definitely probably lose it in the mix somewhere because I intend to just leave shit and I'm like
Yeah,
that,
yeah. I'm the
you
same way.
know.
Yeah.
And then I regret it after like a week. I'm like, damn, dude, why did I leave that? That was super dope. You know, like so. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm over
Well,
here
all right.
making.
Well, shit, man. I'm gonna call it. It's fucking 2 o'clock here. I gotta go
Is
to
it
work.
2 o'clock there?
Yeah. Or no, 1 o'clock here. So I gotta be in
Oh
bed by three
God,
o'clock.
dude, you just tripped me out, bro. I'm like, stop it. It ain't that late.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna call it. Yeah, dude, I gotta fucking be at work at like fucking 9 in the
Cool.
morning. But yeah, man. Go ahead, Tim. Give your greetings out, man.
Oh man, it was cool to bless the channel today, and everybody, you know how it go. You'll find us one way or another. We'll be rocking out. So just love y'all and see you on the flip side. You know, you'll find me here or there. You know where I'll be.
You you up. You know how we do it. Yeah, on my end,
Which is
thank
my
y'all for
channel, my name, if you didn't know. My
yeah,
bad,
yeah.
bro.
Tim Zahler, catch
Yeah.
him. He'll do some
Yeah.
badass shit, and he'll tell you about your air quality and what the fuck is actually going on in the world. No, but I mean, like, no, for real, no bullshit. He does do fucking badass shit on what the fuck is really going on in the world. Like, I'll do Sasquatch and Dogman or some weird ass shit like that, and I'll do biblical stuff too. But um, he'll keep you up with current shit. I'll keep you up with old school shit, and that's why we make a good team. And we're gonna keep fucking with it. We're gonna keep doing it. We just gotta find a time and a spot to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
In the
Uh,
meantime, though, you know where to find me. I'm gonna get back on my grind again. I've been like, I'm slipping for the past week, really, but I'm gonna get back on the grind. I got a lot of stuff handled. I've got a lot of personal stuff going on. I've been dealing with, but I'll be back and on it. You know, like I've got stuff set up, so I should be back in the grind and stuff. To anybody that doesn't already fucking watch, you know how
absolutely.
it
Check my
goes.
boy out,
So,
man.
but watch Breezy out though too. You know, this is his channel, but yeah, check his shit out because he's you already know if you watch my shit that he's got interesting shit. So I know
I'm
I'll be wanting to know what what he puts out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to push, and you know, like on the real for reals, like to me, it ain't about no monetary bullshit. I'm just trying to fucking keep with my peeps, and you know, trying to bring it to the real. You know, Christ only had 12 disciples, not
Jesus.
fucking 2.68 million motherfuckers. But anyway,
True that.
one love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One love. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming and being with us.
Especially
We
if you
love
made
you
it to
all.
this point in the show. Rock
I
on.
think, yeah, I think by tomorrow it might pop in, and if not, so what? So fuck it, so be it. I
No, it
give
doesn't
no
matter. It
fuck.
was still we would do this anyways on a normal night.
You know how we do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
On the,
yeah,
on the phone. Chilling. Not even live.
yeah. One love.
So
God bless each and every single one of y'all. Thank you for tuning in. If you tune in, thank you for not tuning in, even if you don't. We love you. God bless. Have a good night. Peace. Whoop, whoop.
peace out, yo.